Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. Is Mo Salah the most disrespected footballer in footballing history? He's been left out of the top 30 for the Ballon d'Or nominations again, and I find it incredible. It's funny, we were talking about this in the Goldbridge Arms on the podcast on Monday, and I find it absolutely incredible that Mo Salah is not in the top 30. In his whole career, his highest ever finish is 5th, and yet he's in the top 5 Premier League goal contributors in Premier League history. And last season, he did have a good season. I think he had 28 goal contributions, including goals and assists. There's an argument to say that Ollie Watkins should be in there as well. But some of the players that have made it, Ruben Diaz, Declan Rice, I find it incredible. And look, I don't have the answers to this. Maybe you do. Maybe you think I'm wrong. Get in the comments and let me know. But I find it absolutely incredible. And this season is not just a one-off. I think there is a complete and utter disrespect for Mo Salah as a footballer in the wider footballing world. Certainly not in Liverpool and probably not in the Premier League. I think he does get that respect, but he really should. I mean, I'm sure it probably doesn't bother him that much, but he really should, for what he's done over such a consistent period, be mentioned in that gap. Now, a lot of people are saying that the Ballon d'Or nominations this year are weird because there's no Ronaldo and Messi for the first time in ages, but to not put Mo Salah in there, and I'm not saying he deserves to win it. And I think sometimes, what does it matter if you're in the top 30 or top 40 if you're not going to win it anyway? But I just think it's an accumulation of disrespect, and I don't really get it. In my opinion, I just think if he was Brazilian or French, then maybe he would get more recognition. But I think sometimes we see it with Son and with Salah because they're from countries that maybe don't have the great history around football. They don't get that razzmatazz and hype. But I find it incredible. I think it's incredible. I think if you think about the amount of times that Messi and Ronaldo arguably won Ballon d'Ors on reputation, and then apparently they're trying to say, well, he was injured for a bit of last season and Liverpool didn't actually play in the Champions League and he didn't play in the Euros. So, and yet we know reputationally people have won the Ballon d'Or in the past. So I find it absolutely fascinating. And I genuinely do think and have said before that he is disrespected. I would say in the Premier League, he has only one peer, and that is Kevin De Bruyne over the last few years. I think he is consistently the best player in the league with Kevin De Bruyne, and therefore he should be on the radar of UEFA and FIFA every year to find a reason not to put him in the top 30 because he automatically should be in there because consistently every year he's up there for goals and assists. He's not just a goal scorer, he's up there for goals and assists as well. So make sure you get your comments in on this because I haven't finished yet. In fact, I want to just give you, just if you want a bit of a repertoire around Mo Salah, I want to reveal to you who are the top 5 Premier League history goals and assist makers in Premier League history, because Mo Salah has his place in there and yet still seems to struggle for respect in the wider game. But before we do that, we are sponsored by Super 6. We're very excited about this. Last weekend, Tom from Southampton won the incredible 1 million jackpot. Congratulations to Tom. What an amazing result that was. But don't worry, there's still everything to play for. We've got our league each week, and it's back next week as well with another massive jackpot. You can get involved in that. It's free to play, and you have a chance to win a whopping 250k absolutely free. Plus, we've got our league with the code That's6 that you can get involved in, where we give out a £100 voucher for classic football shirts each week as well. All you need to do is head over to the app or the website, enter your 6 score predictions for next weekend's Premier League fixtures, and you get your points by how accurately you guess them. You still do get points if you get the result right, but if you get the accurate score right, you get more points. And you can take me on in that. I've not looked where I am in the league because I don't think I did that well that week, but I will be bouncing back. There's no doubt about that. So what are you waiting for? Give the game a go. The That's Football official Super 6 League. The code is That's6. Get involved. The link is in the video description. See if you can beat me in that league, and good luck. Right. Top 5 Premier League goal and assist makers in Premier League history. You've got Alan Shearer with 324. Most of those were goals. You've got Wayne Rooney in second place with 311 goals and assists. And of course, he scored a lot of goals as well. You've got Frank Lampard, who is in third place, 279 goals and assists. You've got Ryan Giggs, who is in fourth place with 271 goals and assists, but opposite of Shearer, most of his were assists. And then you've got Mo Salah, who is still playing, who has 266 goals and assists in the Premier League. So he's fifth place in the all-time list. He's only 5 behind fourth place Giggs. He's only, 15 behind Frank Lampard. He's 45 behind Rooney. So if he leaves the Premier League at the end of the season, he probably won't catch Rooney. But he is comfortably going to be the third best goal and assist combined in Premier League history, Mo Salah. Comfortably he will. He's fifth at the moment. He's only a few off Lampard and Giggs. And the incredible thing is, Mo Salah's only played 266 games in the Premier. Sorry, I've mixed that up. He's played 266 games. He's got 232 goals and assists, so he's still a little bit off Giggs and Lampard. But fifth place, and he's still playing. And there's still talk of him signing a new contract at Liverpool. So if he plays for another season or two, he will end up moving higher up that list. But the most important thing is, even if he doesn't catch Giggs and Lampard, he's only played 266 games in the Premier League. Most of those players have played double or more. Giggs played 632 games. Lampard played 609. Mo Salah's only played 266 games, and he's nearly caught those two players for goals and assists in Premier League history. His record is unbelievable, and it's goals and assists. I find it absolutely incredible. And I can't wait to read the comments on this, because I think, and I have said it a few times, this is not the first time I've said it, but it absolutely stunned me last night when he wasn't in the top 30, and then I saw Declan Rice and Ruben Diaz. Oh, I'm not taking anything away, but Declan Rice, what did Declan Rice do last season? Moved for £100 million, did very well at Arsenal, didn't win anything, didn't play very well in the Euros. Ruben Diaz, what did he do last season? Played centre-back for Man City and won the league again. I don't even rate Ruben Diaz that highly. I think he's overhyped. So he's very good, but I think he's overhyped. If I was Mo Salah and I saw Ruben Diaz in the top 30 nominations for Ballon d'Or for last season, I'd be jumping in the pool, just sitting on the bottom, holding my breath, screaming. I'd be absolutely furious. I'd be like, what? Ruben Diaz. I mean, he's the guy that everybody just puts at centre-back when they don't really have much knowledge for an all-time Premier League side. It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Here I am. I've only played 266 games and I've nearly caught Giggs and bloody Lampard, who played more than double the amount of games for me for goals and assists. And I'm struggling to get bloody nominated for the Ballon d'Or. I'm going to go down as one of the greatest ever Premier League players. Factually, I'm going to go down as one of the greatest ever Premier League players. Look at my stats. Where's De Bruyne? He's not near me. He plays for bloody Man City as well. De Bruyne hasn't even got the goals and assists I've got. We've played roughly the same amount of games. I think De Bruyne has only played 3 games less in the Premier League than Salah, and he hasn't got the same amount of goals and assists. And yet De Bruyne is playing in a Man City side that just dominates the Premier League. So I think it is disrespect. I think it is. Get your comments in below. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to play our Super 6 League. Join today. Free to play. The code is that6. But get your comments in below. Has Mo Salah been disrespected again? And is he the most disrespected footballer in the world? I think he is. One of them, if not the. But certainly he's disrespected. And that's a Man United fan saying that. That could be a little clip, that. That's a Man United fan saying that.